functional analysis theorem. If A is a division algebra, then it is equal to the set of all scalar multiple of the identity. That is, set A is equal to x such that x is equal to lambda into 1 where lambda belongs to C. Proof. Suppose x belongs to A and x is not equal to lambda into 1 for any lambda belongs to C. So x minus lambda into 1 is not equal to 0 for every lambda belongs to C. X minus lambda into 1 is not equal to 0. So x minus lambda into 1 inverse exists for all lambda belongs to C. So lambda belongs to row of x for every lambda belongs to C. So row of x belongs to C. So sigma of x is equal to 5, which is contradiction. So we must have x is equal to lambda into 1 for some lambda belongs to C. Remark. Every division algebra is commutative. Proof. Let A be a division algebra and let xy belongs to A. So we define x is equal to lambda into 1 and y is equal to beta into 1 for some lambda and beta belongs to C. Now xy is equal to x is equal to lambda into 1 and y is equal to beta into 1. So xy is equal to lambda into beta into 1 is equal to beta into lambda. Lambda and beta are some scalar. So beta into 1 is equal to y and lambda into 1 is equal to x. So we get x into y is equal to y into x, implies A is commutative. Hence every division algebra is commutative. Remark. The mapping lambda to lambda into 1 is isometric isomorphism of C onto A. Proof. Here f from C to A and function f of lambda is equal to lambda into 1. So f of lambda plus mu is equal to lambda plus mu into 1 by definition. Now lambda plus mu into 1 is equal to lambda into 1 plus mu into 1. So this is equal to f f lambda and this is equal to f mu, because lambda into 1 is equal to f lambda and mu into 1 is equal to f mu. So f of lambda plus mu is equal to f of lambda plus f of mu. Now f of lambda into mu is equal to lambda into mu into 1 by definition. So this is equal to lambda into 1 into mu into 1. But by definition f of lambda is equal to lambda into 1. So lambda into 1 is equal to f of lambda and mu into 1 is equal to f of mu. So f of lambda into mu is equal to f of lambda into f of mu. So f is isomorphism. And now mod f of lambda is equal to lambda into 1 is equal to mod lambda into norm 1 is equal to mod lambda. So mod f of lambda is equal to mod lambda. So f is isometric. So f is isometric isomorphism of C onto A. Now theorem. If 0 is the only topological divisor of 0 in an algebra A, then A is equal to 0. If 0 is the only topological divisor of 0 in algebra A, then A is equal to C. Proof. Let X belongs to A and sigma of X is non-empty. Let lambda belongs to boundary of sigma of X. So X minus lambda into 1 belongs to boundary of S. But boundary of S is subset of Z. We have proved this. So X minus lambda into 1 belongs to Z is equal to 0. So x minus lambda into 1 is equal to 0. So x is equal to lambda into 1. Since x is an arbitrary, so for each x belongs to A, there exists lambda belongs to C such that x is equal to lambda into 1. So A is equal to C. Next theorem, if the if the norm of A satisfies norm x into y is greater than or equal to k into norm x into norm y for some positive constant k, then A is equal to C. Proof. Let Z belongs to Z, then there exists a sequence Zn in A such that norm Zn is equal to 1 and norm Zn is equal to 1 and Z into Zn tends to 0 or Zn into Z tends to 0. Now norm Zn into Z is greater than or equal to k into norm Zn into Z. We have given we have given this norm xy is greater than or equal to k into norm x norm y. Using this we can write x is equal to zn and y is equal to z. So norm zn into z is greater than or equal to k into norm zn into norm z. But we know that norm zn is equal to 1. So this is equal to 1. So this is equal to k into norm z. So k into norm z is less than or equal to norm zn into z tends to 0 because zn because zn into z tends to 0. So no, k into norm z is less than or equal to 0. So norm z is less than or equal to 0 because k is greater than 0. Norm equal to norm is less than or equal to 0, but by definition of norm is always greater than or equal to 0. So so z is equal to 0. So z is equal to 0, but we have z is equal to 0, then a is equal to c. So hence a is equal to C. This proves the theorem. Thank you.